This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. The holidays are over, the decorations are down, and suddenly everything feels a little empty. It's normal to feel the winter blues after the holiday excitement. January, February, and March are by far my least favorite months of the year. It's cold and dark, and I have to get some extra vitamin D on board. I also need to keep my regular scheduled appointments with my therapist. So if you're feeling that post-holiday funk, I definitely suggest you checking out BetterHelp because maybe it's time to talk. You might also be one of those people like me who makes New Year's resolutions and you get super motivated. So maybe you need someone behind you to hold you accountable and come up with a plan to meet your goals. BetterHelp is super convenient, totally online. You have a therapist right at your fingertips whenever you need them. So head over to betterhelp.com/wifeofcrime1 to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/wifeofcrime1 for 10% off your first month.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon. Sometimes the most painful part of getting sick is the getting better part. Waiting on hold for an appointment, sitting in crowded waiting rooms, standing in line at the pharmacy, that's painful. Amazon One Medical and Amazon Pharmacy remove those painful parts of getting better with things like 24/7 virtual visits and prescriptions delivered to your door. Thanks to Amazon Pharmacy and Amazon One Medical, healthcare just got less painful.
This podcast is an unscripted, unedited conversation about true crime. We take the cases very seriously, but I don't take myself seriously at all, and neither should you. Welcome to Wife of Crime.
So, guys, we're back with another episode of Start Spreading the News. This month, we talk about Sherri Papini's sentence for faking her own kidnapping, how Irish goodbying could actually add 2 years to your life, a nursing home who celebrated its patients by hiring a stripper, and some of Russ's biggest fears. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Start Spreading the News. It's a monthly bonus episode that we do where we talk about news and current events.
Here we go.
And I'm Jess.
I'm me.
Who are you?
I'm the other one.
Tell the people who you are.
I'm the profiler.
The profiler.
I'm Al Roka today.
Al Roka? Al Roka? What do you mean? Why are you Al Roka today?
Because he's on the news.
Oh, because we're talking about the news.
Or Tom Brokaw.
There you go. Tom Brokaw. I think it's Brokaw, not cough.
Brokaw?
I don't know. Well, we're back for another bonus episode. We had a pretty interesting month in the news, I would say. A lot going on. You know, we talked a little bit about on our last episode about Adnan Syed getting his conviction overturned. And the new Dahmer show that came out that's actually causing a little bit of controversy.
Get the camera. Get the camera.
Do you just think that part was really stupid? Like the way he acted it? Is that why?
Felt like he was doing the robot, like swinging the arm. Get the camera. It was so awkward.
It was a very awkward scene. But the whole show has gotten a lot of mixed reviews, I would say. And it's interesting because I feel like people are giving Ryan Murphy a hard time about the dramatization of Jeffrey Dahmer's case. However, this isn't like the first show that's been dramatized of a case
that's
or
really
a serial
stupid.
killer. I mean, I understand, though, that people are talking about how the family should have been notified that they were getting this show made about their family members', death. And I get that. But I wonder if other shows, that have been dramatized have notified families or not. I don't know. It's an interesting debate out there happening. There's a lot of debate going on right now because of this show in true crime.
I want to know, I wonder how Get the Camera felt about his the portrayal of him with the dancing, whispering, "Get the camera."
I wonder if he...
Get the camera.
You stop saying that. It's so awkward while you're doing it.
It's funny.
You've been doing it for the last couple days in our house. It's awkward. I don't know. I'd be interested to look that up and see how he felt about it, since he's the guy who took down Jeffrey Dahmer, essentially.
I feel like I saw a mugshot of him somewhere on the internet.
Really?
Yeah, stating like he's never recovered mentally or something.
I bet. Oh, that's horrible. That's really sad. Well, we have some other news articles to talk about, like Sherri Papini. She was sentenced to 18 months in jail for faking her own kidnapping. That happened like this last week, I think. So you don't know anything about Sherri Papini, right?
Papini the weenie.
Sherri Papini, do you know anything about her case? Like, some true crime people have covered it, but you don't listen to true crime podcasts, really, so.
No, this is the only true crime I get, or from memes.
Or from memes?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, Sherri Papini, so she's starting her 18-month sentence on November 8th. And her deal was that back in 2016, she was 34 at the time, was also a wife and mother of 2, and she decided she was gonna Gone Girl this shit.
Oh, she was tired of them kids.
No, it wasn't about her kids. She just wanted attention. So she decided to be Gone Girl and fake her own kidnapping. She went for a run one morning, and she just went missing during her jog.
I wonder if she normally ran, or she just ran to...
No, she normally ran. No, that was like her morning jog. And she decided to just go missing. And for 2 weeks, her poor husband was distraught looking for her. And they even had a search party and $50,000 reward out for her. And then 2 weeks later, on Thanksgiving Day, she was found 146 miles away from where she went missing, covered in bruises and injuries. And her hair was cut short, and she had a Bible verse branded into her shoulder.
Oh, shit. Her commitment was unreal.
Her commitment was crazy. So when they found her...
What Bible verse?
I don't know. I don't care enough to look it up. When they found her...
Might could be funny.
You know, everyone was like so happy that she was found. And she told police that 2 Latina women kidnapped her at gunpoint, and that they were planning to sell her, sex traffic her to law enforcement. She faked all of this, though. This was all faked. The whole story was fake. It was all made up. But...
Not even for, like, life insurance or nothing?
No. But no one would find out because she kept this going for another 4 years. And investigators thought she was fishy from the beginning. And they ended up in 2020, like, doing a little bit of investigating and finding out through DNA and stuff like that, that she was never kidnapped.
Wow.
They actually took her clothes and they sent it to, a DNA lab, and it came back with her ex-boyfriend's DNA on her clothes, right?
Oh, so she went with her ex-boyfriend.
So they go to her ex-boyfriend. They're like, yo, what happened? Why was Sherri was she with you? How come your DNA is on her clothes? He said, well, she came to stay with me for 2 weeks because she said her husband was abusing her. So I just let her sleep on my couch. And the whole time she's beating herself up in his house. He didn't know what was going on. He just thought that she was escaping an abusive situation. He was just trying to be nice.
How do you beat yourself up? That's tough.
She was like injuring herself. And then she branded a Bible verse on her own body.
With what?
I don't know, but she branded it.
I wonder, so this was like in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if she was like, we got to build this damn wall. These Latina women are coming over the border, kidnapping people.
No, she went missing in 2016.
Yeah, but wasn't that like the time that all the building the wall sensationalized?
Oh, well,
and
yeah.
stuff?
So maybe she used...
So she might have been like...
She might have used Latina women because it was convenient at the time. What a bitch.
Yeah.
F her. So she,
I actually don't care because there really was no harm.
Well,
she just like...
No, there was a lot of harm.
She just messed up her own life.
No. There was a lot of harm, actually. She cost the taxpayers $300,000 because all the resources that could have gone to actual missing people went to her. And she collected from the California, hold on, I have it here. She collected money from
the California Kidnapping
from
Society.
the California Victims Compensation Fund. She collected money from that.
You get money for
that
disappearing?
should have gone to a real victim. So she's an idiot. Then on top of that, imagine being her husband and finding out this was all a lie, and finding out that she was with her ex-boyfriend beating herself up and doing all this weird shit. And then you have 2 kids. Like, what are your kids going to think? They're going to grow up and this is the legacy. This is the story you're leaving them. She's a scumbag.
Can't trust these women, fellas.
She's terrible. You're an idiot.
A guy would never do this. We're just way more
yeah,
loyal.
Okay. A guy wouldn't. Yeah,
guys are loyal.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So, all right. So on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is said that Irish goodbyes, which I am a specialist at.
You are.
If you don't know what an Irish goodbye is, someone messaged me and they're like, what is an Irish goodbye? It's when you're at an event or a bar or a party or whatever with people, and you don't say bye, you just leave.
Yeah, you're the king of that.
And you just leave. Yeah, because you have to say bye to people. I've brought this up a bunch of times. And then there's always one more a person that says, oh, one more drink.
Yeah, everyone
Don't be
says
that one more drink person. If you're that person that says one more drink to the person that's trying to leave, you're a piece of shit. We've all been there. I've told people don't leave and have one more drink, but that's why you just go out the back door.
Yeah.
So there was a study from University of South Wales Time Management Institute, which sounds like a fake school to me.
No, it's a real school. It's the University of
the University of Phoenix
Wales.
Online or some shit.
No, it's a real university. It's in Australia.
We're going to get a review from someone that I graduated from the University of Phoenix. And I'm like, you should have drove your ass to school,
Shut up,
you lazy
Russ.
bum. So the person can save 45 minutes per gathering by Irish goodbying, because it takes on average 45 minutes. You have to do one more. Then you got to do the awkward hug, or some people kiss on the cheek, or I never know what to do. Can we just like fist bump?
Kissing on the cheek is big here.
Bro, in
the Bronx, it's huge.
I don't even want to hug. And if you hug me, I'm giving you the whack hug that like I pat you back. My arm's not even really touching you. like my
the side hug.
Yeah, like you get one arm and I pat you back. Like, all right, yeah, we're doing this.
Oh, God.
So you could save an average of 45 minutes. And the reason they said that can save you 18 hours and 45 minutes each year.
Wow.
So I said if you go to 25 gatherings a year, which is roughly every other week, what are you, the life of the party over here? This don't work for me.
Well, that's what they said.
So when I go out twice a year, I could save myself 90 minutes.
45 minutes each time.
Yeah. So I do it for the other people too, so they don't have to say bye.
Well, they guesstimated that people probably attend about 25 gatherings a year, which would be about twice a month.
Nobody does that.
Twice a month? People go out twice a month, I would say.
That's every other week.
Yeah.
No.
You don't think people go out every other week?
If you're like 21 and like you want to go to a bar every week, but if you're 30, you don't do that.
No, I don't know about that.
How often do you go out?
Well, I go out with you all the time, so I never have to Irish goodbye because you always Irish goodbye, so I just leave with you. Or I'm just with you alone and I don't Irish goodbye you.
I think about Irish goodbying you because whenever...
You think about Irish goodbying me?
Yeah, because whenever we're about to leave and I put my jacket on and you put your and it's like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. Like, we both have our coats on. Then your coat goes back in the seat and you go... whatever you do, and I'm like, I should just leave her here. She gonna learn today.
But you haven't after 12 years. So what is your biggest fear? What would you say is something you are incredibly afraid of, animal-wise?
Oh, animals?
Yeah, we all know you're scared of rats.
Oh, I don't like rats.
You're actually afraid of rats. When Russ walks down the street and we pass a pile of garbage, he literally will like walk like away from the garbage, like avoid it very, very strongly. Because,
but that's smart. Like, that's
it
not
is smart,
funny.
but you
and
are...
it's not nothing to frown upon. I can't wait for the day a rat jumps on your neck because I'm not going to do anything to help you.
A rat? You think a rat... Okay, I could see if a rat ran over your foot when you're walking by garbage, but do you really think a rat is going to go and jump on your neck?
They don't make that noise, but I hope they do jump on your neck.
Well, what's another animal that you're super scared of?
Sharks.
Sharks. Yes.
I hate sharks.
You hate sharks. You don't even like going into the ocean.
I know, and it's so fun in there.
Because you're scared of sharks.
I can't go in the water.
I
can only go like up to my knees, and then, sometimes I'll go like up to my chest. But if I'm there for like a minute,
you start to think too much.
Bro, it could be right next to me.
Yeah, it could be.
And then you just literally like, what's worse than just being eaten while you're alive?
Yeah, it sounds terrible. It really does. Well, Hurricane Ian hit Florida last week. Shout out to all our Florida listeners. I hope you guys are safe. It really destroyed Fort Myers. So I hope everybody that listens to us from Florida is okay and you made it through, because it really sucks. We went through Hurricane Sandy, and it's scary when you go through something like that. Like, just not knowing. Water is so powerful, and you just don't know what's going to happen to your house, and it's very, very scary.
Yeah, Lou lives out there, the chicken parm king, and he's always making, like, when it's cold, we'll, like, play video games. He'll be like, oh, what temperature is it there? He'll be like, oh, I was outside in a T-shirt today. So I was really hoping he at least lost some power.
Did he? Did he lose any power?
Nah, bro. It was a tropical storm by the time it got to him.
Oh, man.
I was like, I hope this motherfucker lose power and doesn't have air condition, and he's sweating and mouth breathing in his house in the dark.
Well, it didn't work out for you. But it did hit Fort Myers. And somebody caught on camera this guy. He's like a real estate developer down there. And his name is Dominic Camarada. And he said he was, looking at his neighbor's yard, and he saw something like randomly flopping around in his neighbor's yard.
It wasn't LeBron James. She was talking about flopping.
Basketball fans will get that one. And he didn't know what it was, and then he realized it was a shark swimming around in his neighbor's... Baby
I probably got that
shark. So he didn't realize it was a shark. Then when he realized it, he filmed it because he couldn't believe his eyes. It was like 4 feet long, like a full-on shark. And I was trying to think of how you would react to that situation if there was a shark swimming around in our backyard.
My first reaction would have been in the words of the dear sweet Brown. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Would you ever, like, what would you do? Like, because if it's swimming around in the backyard, I mean, would you just not leave? Would you not go outside? What would you do? Just stare at it?
I'd be scared to walk in the water because I'm like, that's not the only shark in there.
True.
It's like Sharknado, not Sharknado. Maybe Sharknado.
Yeah,
basically,
Sharknado. Yeah. That movie was so dumb.
I don't know if I watched it.
It was stupid.
They came out with a lot of parts.
Yeah, they did. There's multiple parts of that one, too. Did you ever watch Jaws?
Yeah.
You did? That's surprising.
I think that was before my mom joined the cult.
Oh.
They weren't, like, registered in the cult registry.
Well, Russ, they weren't, like, a cult, like how some of these cults out here are living in. They are a little culty, but they were...
Nah, it was a church in someone's house. And she even tithed to the people in the house.
She tithed.
They passed a cup around or whatever, a basket. If this dude that was preaching would have said he was the Messiah, she would have probably believed him.
Oh, wow. Well, when I read that story, I thought of you because I was like, wow, that would be Russ's like biggest fear, besides having a rat infestation in our house.
I wouldn't go outside. I just would have went to the second. Hopefully you have a second floor of the house, and then you're straight. I don't know. Maybe sharks are misunderstood, and he's like a nice shark.
Maybe they are. Maybe they are misunderstood.
So, shout out to Costco, my favorite store.
Yes, your favorite store.
I'm actually wearing this flannel shirt that's from Costco right now. The one with the insulation and the hoodie that really keeps you warm. But also, I don't mind like if I mess it up because it's cheap. It's I don't know, maybe $20.
Yeah.
So there's a couple that catered their wedding from Costco.
Wow.
And they only spent $800. You know how much food you can get catered for $800?
That's really good.
Yeah, it was an outdoor wedding. And according to the article, it was a super cute spread.
By the way, I typed that. It wasn't according to the article. I looked up the pictures, and when me and Russ were preparing for this episode, I typed up notes for him and I, because Russ doesn't read any articles.
I just read the headlines and the memes.
He just reads the headlines. So
I fill in the blanks in my head.
So I had to read the articles and summarize for him because he won't read them. And I saw the pictures, and according to Jess, it was a super cute spread.
Oh, that's funny. You know what? Maybe we should do news from my point of view. Like, we read a meme and we fill in the blanks. What do you think happened?
Maybe.
We could call it.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
What do you think happened?
All right. So what else do we got?
An article that I thought was really hilarious when I read the headline was that the Beyond Meat COO, his name was Doug Ramsey. The Beyond Meat COO, Doug Ramsey, was arrested a couple weeks ago because he bit a man's nose. So when I first read the headline,
I was like, wait,
I thought that was very ironic.
You're not supposed to eat meat.
Exactly.
Got your nose.
Yep, got your nose. I thought it was really ironic. But then when you read more into the story, what actually happened is they were at a University of Arkansas football game, and I guess this guy was in a Subaru, and Doug Ramsey was in, I don't know, he's a COO of Beyond Meat, probably had a nice car.
Guy in the Subaru was definitely wearing a flannel shirt from Costco.
Probably.
Unless it was a WRX, then they were probably wearing hype beast clothes with like a Supreme hat.
Well, they were like in this parking lot, and I guess there was a little road rage incident because the Subaru dude hit Doug Ramsey's tire with his car. So then the guy from Beyond Meat gets out of his car and punches through the rear windshield of the Subaru. He's strong for a vegetarian because they don't get no protein. Well, they're not. So when you look more into this guy, he's not necessarily a vegetarian because he worked for like 20 years as the COO at Tyson Foods and McDonald's.
So he just
got this job. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he was
nose chicken nugget.
I don't know if he's actually a vegan or vegetarian.
I call shenanigans. No, he's not.
So he punches through the windshield, the rear windshield of the Subaru. So the Subaru dude gets out because he's pissed. And then they start arguing, and then this guy Doug Ramsey punches him in the face and then bites his nose during the fight.
Why not just punch him?
I don't know. He did. He punched him a couple times and then bit his nose.
I wonder if he got a piece of it off.
I don't think so. I don't think he got a piece of it off, but he bit it.
Yeah, but noses are soft.
They are, and they're also like cartilage. I don't know but that sounds horrible.
Then you look like Face Off dude from Batman Two-Face.
Sounds like Mike Tyson when he bit the dude's ear.
Yeah, and now he sells weed edibles in the shape of an ear that's been bitten.
Doesn't.
I'm dead serious.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
He sells weed edibles in the shape of a bitten ear?
Yeah. But it has like a little chunk out the top where the ear is.
What does Evander Holyfield feel about that?
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care? Are they friends? Did he have him on his podcast?
Yeah.
Oh. Did they talk about the incident on the podcast?
Yeah, it's like old war wounds, old buddies.
Well, that's like one of the only other podcasts you listen to is Hot Boxing.
Sometimes Mike Tyson eats too much food while he's recording it, so I don't like to always hear him eating his food.
Ew, you can hear it in his mouth.
Yeah, and sometimes, like right now, like I wish I had a snack. It'd be cool, but I can't have a snack.
No one wants to hear your mouth noises. It's so gross that he does that. That's shocking.
Yeah, but who's going to tell Mike Tyson to stop?
That's true. You can't tell Mike Tyson anything.
He can do what he wants.
I can't believe that he sells edibles that are shaped like an ear that's bit.
I mean, he didn't think of it. All right, so there was this guy that was a sex offender.
Oh.
And
I read about this.
And Vice was doing a, like, they do their little short things on YouTube or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they were interviewing him, and I guess they're following him, whatever, showing that people can be rehabbed.
Oh, like sex offenders? Yeah, that is a controversial thing. Some people think that they can be rehabbed.
Maybe some can.
Maybe. I don't know.
But I also heard, I don't know if this is an exaggeration or not, but like, if you got caught peeing outside too close to a school or something, you could be considered a sex offender. Like, they may give you...
Yeah, but I think he, like, raped people.
I'm going to get into it. I don't know. I didn't look up to it, but I look into it. Mm-hmm. But I was just talking about that particular situation. So if, like, somebody was into that, like, that happened, but, like, dude, I just had to pee.
Yeah, that's true.
Whenever you got to pee outside, fellas, most people, you find a spot where you don't think people could see it.
I know. You're so lucky you guys can pee outside.
So anyway, the sex offender, he actually ended up sending a dick pic to the producer.
After they filmed with him?
Kind of during. And then he said, they asked him, like, they had him back and they approached him.
About it?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
He said he sent it by mistake.
Oh, God. Yeah, right.
So what he did is he sent it because, hey, if she likes it, then...
Ooh, who
then
sends dick pics? Like, it's public service announcement. Girls don't care about dick pics. And it's ironic that they were doing this whole special on him and him being rehabbed, and then he sent a dick pic to the producer.
I know it's not funny, but I think it's kind of funny.
No, it's ridiculous. It's like ridiculous in a funny way. Like, of course, this idiot would be that disgusting and do something like that. But that's crazy. It is, I don't know. It is a controversial thing about, can sex offenders be rehabbed? I don't know. It's like a weird situation.
Or depending on the crime, I feel that some people don't deserve to be rehabbed.
Yeah.
Depending on the crime.
Like pedophiles.
Yeah, like you don't deserve that.
Yeah, like you're done. No, I agree.
You're done.
You're done.
Wind it up.
Oh, God. Russ loves watching the wind.
No, I hate it. It just keeps popping up. She's very annoying and she's mean.
Oh, well, she has Tourette's. Yeah.
So,
no, some of you guys might have seen her. She pops up on TikTok. She's got a lot of followers at this point. She has Tourette's and she talks about her experience with Tourette's, but she cusses all the time and she says, wind it up a lot. She goes, wind it up.
And she hits her friends.
And she hits her friends in the head. Yeah, she does. So between pimple popping videos and wind it up, that's all that's popping up.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing wind it up. I wish
your stuff.
Need to wind that down a little bit.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I have an amazing news story. A fabulous one. One that made my heart just feel so good. Corn Kid officially was made South Dakota's corn ambassador last week.
It's corn.
Last Saturday, 7-year-old Tariq, they're not releasing his last name because he's only 7.
Lord Tariq.
So his name is Tariq, a.k.a. Corn Kid. He was made South Dakota's official corn ambassador by Governor Kristi Noem. They also declared September 3rd as official corn ambassador Tariq Day. They invited him to, apparently there's this place that sounds like an amazing place. It's called the Corn Palace in South Dakota. And it's just a whole palace of corn. And they invited him there and they did this whole ceremony for him and they made it all special. And when they brought him there, he said he couldn't believe his eyes and it was a dream come true. How cute.
I would like to say, can this kid's 15 minutes be up?
No.
I'm over it.
You're over him?
We got to move on to a kid that loves Big Macs or something.
He's so cute.
Take your big lump of knobs with the juice. And I don't know.
And go enjoy your corn.
Yeah.
Aw, I think he's so cute.
He's a very sweet kid.
You thought he was so sweet when you first watched it.
Yeah, but I'm tired of hearing about him.
Yeah? It got outplayed for you?
Yeah, it was fun. It's like telling me the same joke over and over.
Oh, well, I thought it was really sweet that they even did that for him. And I thought it was cute. That's all the articles I have. Do you have any other articles?
I might have some memes. Let me see. There was one that I wanted to be true.
That you want it to be true?
Yeah, so I saw this thing that said, Florida man crashes Walmart scooter into shelves, arrested for drunk driving after vodka is found in his basket.
So do you think, so he got a DWI?
That's what it said.
Wow.
So I hope that's true because that's really good.
That's not, I hope it's not true for his sake.
Well, that's true.
Because that would suck for him.
When I'm president, we're going to rewrite the laws that you can use the motorized shopping carts drunk.
Yeah. I really feel like you can't give someone a DUI for that.
I heard you could get a DUI on your bicycle.
Yeah, you can.
That's bullshit.
I mean, I guess.
Maybe I say that because I ride and drink beer very often.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, but you are like, you can hit people with your bike and hurt them. Especially in New York City, you see these bike riders, these like bike messengers, they don't play around. They will literally hit you with the bike and keep moving.
Yeah, well, if you're crossing the street looking in the sky or holding your phone crossing the street, you're going to hurt that person. So they should knock you down. Get the fuck out the street and pay attention. You could jaywalk, but like pay attention.
Yeah. You do have to pay attention in New York. It's true. There's lots of stuff coming from all different directions.
Yeah, so you deserve what happens to you.
But I do see why on a bike, I guess, because you're in traffic, maybe that's why you can get a DUI.
That's stupid.
I still think it's a little dumb, though.
I would run. They ain't catching me.
You don't think the cops could catch you on your bike?
Well, I'll go slow enough so they feel like they could get out their car to get me. Then I'm going to dip because once they have to run a little bit, they're going to be out of breath. Most of these cops in New York seem very out of shape.
Well, what if they pulled a gun on you?
They should really make cops like have fitness levels.
Yeah.
So like, you can catch people or something.
I think that they should teach cops jujitsu, to be honest with you. I feel like that would be very beneficial. Because the whole police academy knew jujitsu and like knew how to put someone in holds, I feel like that would be better than pulling out a taser or a gun.
I agree because I've seen cops get beat up by like people that can't fight.
Yeah.
Like they're throwing the windmill punches and these cops are taking L's to them. But I also would be really pissed if I got pulled over in a traffic stop and a cop got me in an arm bar. I'd be like, this is bullshit. Like, just tase me. You're embarrassing me.
No, you don't want to be tased. That shit sucks. I've had multiple patients in the ER come in after being tased. It sucks.
Did they poop themselves?
Sometimes you poop and pee yourself. You can't help it. You're electrocuted. Your bowels just release.
You and your mom always pee yourselves when you're laughing.
Well, that's true. We do.
Why is that? That's so weird.
I don't pee every time I laugh.
Maybe that's why you don't laugh that much.
Just when I laugh really, really hard, it's hard to hold it sometimes.
How about your poop?
A lot
if
of
you
women
laugh,
understand.
If you laugh,
no, I don't
poop?
poop myself, Russ. Well,
I have one more.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Well, I might have another one. But I didn't read any of these articles.
So this is just a headline that you read. You have no idea what the article says.
I know a little bit about this one.
Okay.
So nursing home hires strippers for seniors in wheelchairs. And there was an outrage.
Really?
A lot of people were really upset.
Who was upset? Like the family of the old people?
Some of the families, people that probably aren't attracted enough to be a stripper.
Aw.
That like,
Not all strippers are attractive, Russ.
That's true, but they have confidence, and confidence is attractive.
Yeah, but not all strippers are attractive.
No, that's true. One time I had a stripper tell me to tip her because she has to buy diapers.
Oh, God.
This is a true story. I was like, Jesus Christ. I don't know what to do with this one. So they had to apologize. We are very sorry. First of all, I would like to say this is the nursing home I'd want to go to as an old person.
Well, also, it is the old people's choice.
Yeah, they
are grown men.
You didn't have to roll up over there.
Well, if these grown men, I mean, they are actual men. They're not babies. Yeah. I feel like in this world,
they've had sex before.
Yeah, like we treat old people, and old people will agree with this because I've talked to multiple old people through my job. They hate being treated like babies. Like old people hate when they get older for people to treat them like children. And that's what happens all the time, is that when people get old, we start as a society treating them like they're stupid. Listen, they've lived 80 freaking years on this earth. They're not stupid.
I understand that, and I feel their pain because other men as well. Once you get married, your wife treats you as you're stupid.
Nuh-uh.
Like you can't do anything.
I don't
How many
treat you
times
like
have
you're
you
stupid.
said, like, I don't know how you lived without me.
I have said that.
I lived
But it
just
is true.
fine. I played video games. I had mad DiGiorno pizzas in the freezer.
Mm-hmm. I think old people really wish that as a society, we would respect them more. And yeah, maybe it was a little in poor taste to get a stripper. But I mean, I'm sure some of those men were very happy about it.
I saw one dude have the boobies in his face. There's a video of this.
Really?
But I think there was some old ladies there too. But maybe the old ladies back in the day, you know, some of them could have been some fast pants ladies back in the day.
Maybe they liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if they showed up and they had a good time, who cares? Who cares? And if there's some people in the nursing home who were pissed, I get it. I understand why they're pissed, but just don't come to the event. Go back to your room. Hang out in your room. Go play cards.
Go play solitaire.
Whatever it is you like to do. Go play. The old people will play bridge. They play bridge with each other.
I always cheat at solitaire.
All right, well.
That was it.
I guess that's it.
We spread the news.
We spread some news. We did.
And I'm leaving today.
You're leaving and you're going to sleep because you have to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the people who work tomorrow. I don't work tomorrow. I'm off, which is nice. But then I work the rest of the week. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful week. We will talk to you on our next regular episode. Bye.
Peace.